Welcome back, guys. I am DC, your host of Barside Jive Live. Today is Thursday, December 12th, 2019, and we are getting so very close to Christmas. We are excited that you guys chose to hang out with us here this evening on this brisk Thursday night here in Dallas. It's rather chilly, but hey, it is the holiday season, so chilly is a good thing. Better than it being 70 or 80 degrees. So we are at the very cool Vocal Media Studios in Dallas, Texas. Right, Jay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This show happens at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time for all you people not in Central Standard Time every freaking Thursday. And this show features some of the very best original singer-songwriters in the U.S. of A. By the way, you can now download my shows on iTunes, Stitcher, and TuneIn, if you didn't know that. If you're listening to this epic-sode, and I do mean epic-sode because they're epic-sodes, as a podcast, you can watch it right now by going to vocalnow.com. And remember, it's vocal is spelled with a K. Right, guys, it's VOKAL. And then you click on the Barside Jive image at the top of the app or at the top of your browser, and you'll come right into the show. We'll just beam you right on in. Or at any time, whatever your heart desires, you can watch it on demand on my YouTube channel at youtube.com. There's a / and then the rest is Barside Jive Live. Or just search on Barside Jive Live in YouTube. Barside Jive is sponsored by the
Zoo.
That's right. That's right. The world's best rock now and can be streamed 24/7, 365 at vocalnow.com. You know, guys, Zoo Freaks get classic rock, get deep cuts, B-sides, last tracks, stuff you're never going to hear on FM stations. Plus, the big thing here is you can avoid all those awful, boring, back-to-back commercials. That's right. I timed some the other day, and it was over 7 minutes in commercials between songs. And those two songs I'd heard played over and over and over since the 70s. So come on, check out the Zoo. It's free. Be sure to check out my merch. I've got tees and hoodies available at bradjensenart.com. That's Brad, JENSEN art.com. Just click on DC's Gear, get you a hoodie, get you some tees, and don't forget that we've only got roughly 9 more days in my current tour, which is my Carnival of Love tour. At the end of the tour, those shirts are gone, baby. Those shirts are gone forever. So you want yours, you better go order it now, bradjensenart.com. Guys, tonight I have Joe Stack, singer-songwriter, in the studio. But first, what do you say we talk some rock and roll news? Stolen Randy Rhoads items recovered. Many of the Randy Rhoads themed items stolen from a Los Angeles music school on Thanksgiving night, that would be last Thanksgiving night, have been recovered. NBC Los Angeles says a woman named Bobby Fredericks spotted the items in a North Hollywood, California dumpster while she was walking her dog on Saturday. I knew in my gut something was wrong, she said. Fredericks brought everything in from the rain, then called the police. The bin contained 40 years' worth of photographs and fan gifts that were taken on Thanksgiving night from the Musonia School of Music. Rhodes taught guitar at the school, which was founded by his mother, Dolores. The police also recovered a trumpet that had been given to Dolores when she was a mere child. The trumpet is valuable because it's my grandmother's. Nick D'Arzio, Randy's nephew, said. She passed away recently. This is her legacy. Randy's first electric guitar, a 1963 Harmony Rocket, remains missing. Former bandmate Ozzy Osbourne has offered $25,000 for any information that leads to the recovery of the items and the arrest of those responsible. The school became something of a pilgrimage to Randy's fans from all over the world, Osbourne wrote. It is a place where the Rhodes family happily opened their hearts to share the life of Randy. And what a short life it was. As you can imagine, the items that were stolen, including Randy's first electric guitar, are irreplaceable to the Rhodes family. It is unknown if other pieces of musical equipment, including a PV amp from the 70s and a prototype for a signature Marshall head, were included in the batch that was found. If you like rock music news, then my Tuesday and Thursday 7:30 p.m. shows are the place to come. My news is short, to the point, no fluff, no PC, and it's all rock and roll, baby. If you like rock and roll history, then turn on and tune into my daily dose of rock music history by simply checking out my Facebook page at facebook.com Barside Jive Live every day, because I'll be back with more history on the classic rock legends. If you'd like to check out my Daily Dose archives, just go to my YouTube channel. It's easy. youtube.com Barside Jive Live. Look in that Daily Dose playlist for more rock music history from yours truly. Guys, I've got a special treat. It's the Tipsy Gypsy from afar. Here we go.
I should be proud to keep falling free and free falling.
Hey guys, it's Bree here, your Tipsy Gypsy. I am not in the studio with the gang this week. I am in Las Vegas for the National Finals Rodeo. But I didn't want to leave you guys empty-handed, so this last week, DC and I went on a little field trip to my favorite place in Fort Worth, the Stockyards, to go see my buddy Fabian at Niles City Hall Saloon. He's the beverage director over there, and we got some great stuff for you guys on how you can make these badass craft cocktails at home, or you can go see him down in good old Cowtown. If you want to keep up with me while I'm in Vegas, you can catch me on Instagram at It's the Tipsy Gypsy. Or, of course, you can always find me on DC stuff at Barside Jive. And hope you guys enjoy Fabian. See you guys next week.
Next, we're going to stick to one of the other really, nail on the head, hammer on the nail classics. I'm sure I'll get that phrase right one day. So, we're going to do the sidecar. This sidecar goes all the way, this drink is called the sidecar. It goes all the way back to the Second World War. Established from a captain who made it popular in Paris at the time. So what are we going to do here? This is a very straightforward cocktail, very short amount of ingredients, but it creates a very dynamic flavor profile. The original cocktail was made with cognac. However, over time it's been Americanized, as many things have, and with rye whiskey. What we're going to do first is whenever you have a drink that's up or that you need to get prepped, what we do here is we like to chill the glass ahead of time, so just put a little bit of ice in there, fill it with water, and put it off to the side. Oftentimes I'll get a funny look, people will wonder, is that my drink? And I'll say, you know what? Because you asked, yes. It is your drink. So, what are we going to do? We are going to grab 1 ounce of fresh squeezed lemon juice. What I like to do is make a few changes here, just to liven it up a little bit. Put 2 dashes of orange bitters, and that'll be the only update we'll make from the original cocktail. Then that'll be followed with 2 ounces of Pierre Ferrand 1840 cognac. Now cognac, in order to be cognac, must be similar to champagne in that it must be from Cognac, France. Otherwise, it just qualifies as a brandy. So then you fill this with ice. Now this is going to be a kind of tart and refreshing drink. You're not looking for the sweet factor. Not at all. You take it, twist this lid. Give it an aggressive shake and let that sit. While that's working, dump this out. I already have a lemon that I had cut in half. I'm just gonna rim the outside of the glass. This is a Marie Antoinette coupe glass. Lots of lore surrounding this one. Oftentimes if guys come in, and a lot of people seem to think that there's, for whatever reason, a gender and sex associated with glassware. When guys get upset that they have this one, there's a great story to this glass. May or may not be the truth. It's probably not. But it's called the Marie Antoinette coupe glass because it is shaped like a bosom, and it was designed after Marie Antoinette, the queen's breast, as you can see. So technically, guys, if you're paying attention, this is the most masculine thing you can wrap your hands around and drink out of. All right? So, next, I'm gonna rim this glass with sugar, so it almost looks like it's been powdered all the way around. Give it a nice coat. Almost looks like a snow globe. Here we're gonna double strain everything that we do. Last drop. Perfect. Strainer. Get our other strainer. Like so. Just gonna let that drizzle in. So you're gonna have the complexities of cognac and lemon and a little bit of orange bitters inside the glass. So it's gonna be tart and savory, but you're gonna get that sweet balance from the sugar rim. And it's not always necessary, but one thing that I like to do is finish it off with a lemon twist on the rim. Refer to it as a bird of paradise. Just give it a few carves, put a slit down the center. Press those oils right over top just so that they're fresh. The aroma's there. And just like that, you have a Nile City Hall sidecar. Cheers. My name is Fabian Raphael. I'm the beverage director over at Nile City Hall Saloon. It's been an absolute pleasure. You can find me on Insta at proper_bartender, and of course, Tipsy Gypsy. And always a pleasure doing these with Barside Jive Live for you here in Texas. Woohoo!
Guys, my guest today on Live Music Showcase is Robert Plant. Just kidding. But he's almost as good. Anyway, it's Joe Stack. Joe is a multi-instrumentalist. Yeah, that's right. Songwriter from Denton, Texas. Son of a country singer, Stack was inspired by classic country, folk, punk, and psychedelic rock. He spent his formative years recording his songs lo-fi, bedroom style, in various friends' jam rooms while playing keys, drums, guitar, and bass in multiple bands. That guy's got to be busy. So let's welcome Joe Stack to Barside Jive Live. Hey,
Hello.
Joe. What's going on?
Not much, man. Thanks for having me.
Oh, man, you're welcome. It's my pleasure. My pleasure. You know, recently, well, I say recently, it's probably been 6-8 weeks ago, I kind of got tapped into a quickly or rapidly developing group of Denton musicians.
Yeah, yeah.
And and so I'm really excited because there's an amazing group of talent there, Joe, including yourself in that Denton area, and I'm so blessed to have tapped into it, and I love bringing you guys on and letting you show your stuff. So you're I don't know how many, you're probably within the 10th talent from the Denton area that I've had recently, and I mean, I've had, you know, Ray Chan and Sarah early, you know, I've had them on like last year, I think, but just recently I've had like a whole influx of amazing people from the Denton area, so I'm really excited I tapped into that. So what's going on in the world of Joe Stack?
Yeah, I've just been, I mainly just been working on recording for the past 6 months or so. I'm working on an album where I'm going to be recording all of the songs outside since we've got that technology on our phones now.
Right.
And I've got like the adapter to put an XLR in there. And
Oh, wow.
And so yeah, it's sort of a concept album where I'm taking all these different songs to certain places in town, and so like I'll record the song out there, usually just like the guitar and vocal tracks, and then I'll add bells and whistles afterwards at home. But
Right.
yeah, so each song will have like a reason to be at that certain spot, and then once it's all done, I'm gonna go put like QR codes out there.
Wow.
So you can find where the song was recorded at and go scan that, get a free download and like a video of me explaining the song and everything.
Wow. Like, do you mind sharing, like, what are the locations that you're looking at?
Yeah, like one was the Wiggly Field Dog Park over in Denton.
Really?
I recorded one of the songs that I'll be playing for you today live. Yeah, that one was it was written there actually while I was taking my dogs out for a play. And
Wow, cool.
Yeah.
What's the song about, dogs?
The song is actually about me sort of getting up the gumption to clean my house, and it's one of my only sort of story songs about just going through my whole thought process of like while it's happening, and then, you know, all those other different thoughts that'll just sort of squirm their way into my head.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're walking in the dog park with your dogs, getting them some exercise,
Mm-hmm.
and all of a sudden this song just comes to you.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was, yeah, the whole situation had happened the day before, and then I just sort of put it all together while I was out walking the dogs. Yeah.
Wow. The lyrics and the melody, the whole.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's very cool.
Yeah, I like to sing melodies into my phone and then just sort of put guitar parts to it later. Yeah.
Oh, okay, man. You know what will we do without these phones?
It's so good, man. I wouldn't rather be born in any other time.
Yeah. Now, what year did you get your first phone?
I was one of those kids that I always said that I wasn't gonna get a phone because yeah, like
Yeah, right.
I was a little bit of a Luddite as a child, but I think I got my first phone at probably 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, this old flip phone, Razor, all that stuff.
Yeah. And the stuff you can do now on a phone, it's crazy, right?
Yeah, it's wild.
Now, so when you record, are you recording using an app?
Yeah, I'm using GarageBand.
GarageBand.
Yeah, I'm gonna look in to see if there are any other programs that'll allow for better like comb filtering and stuff like that. Because
Right.
it's all touch screen, so I'm like, it's hard to get that precise stuff with just my fingers. But
Right.
yeah.
Very cool. Using GarageBand on your iPhone?
Yeah.
Wow. Which iPhone do you have?
It's like the XR or something. I don't pay enough attention to my gear.
Okay. XR. Is it the 10? The 10?
It's one of the more recent ones. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. That's really cool. Now, when are you going to release your album?
Well, I'm I've got a schedule going for like I'm trying to record 4 per season. So and I'm about halfway through it now. So I'm thinking probably late spring or early summer we'll probably be getting about done with mixing. My brother helps me record
okay.
over in Denton.
Is he into music as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got a little project going that we for the life of us can't name. We can't figure out what to call it. We've been trying for years, but
Really?
once we actually get some of our own recordings out there, I'm sure something will come to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very cool. So, can you give me an idea of kind of how this music thing all started for Joe Stack?
Yeah. So, my dad's a pretty prolific country songwriter.
Oh, okay.
He used to give me just like like notebooks of just lyrics that he'd written, and he's put melodies and chords to all kinds of songs like that too. And so he taught me my first few chords, and I just from there I just kind of learned every Green Day song that I could. I was real into them when I was about 12.
Right.
And
Green Day, yeah.
yeah, and I was a skater back then. I was all geared up to try to go pro with skating. I got pretty all right at it, but
Okay.
then I broke my leg real bad over
Oh.
at the Denton skate park, and
Oh.
that put me off my feet for a while. And after that, I really got into writing and getting a little bit better at guitar.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So your dad, he writes. I guess he sings and plays as well, right?
Yeah.
Is he the one that gave you your first guitar?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
What'd he give you?
It was a Fender acoustic. It was
okay.
it wasn't anything super expensive, but it worked for what it was for sure.
Yeah, you still have it?
No, that one actually got smashed. A friend of mine fell off of my porch while he was playing it, and he fell right on top of it. And but I got a good song out of that too. So yeah.
Oh, did you? Yeah. So what's your dad? Is he still writing? And
Yeah, he still writes and sings. He wrote a new song last week, I think.
Did he?
And other than that, he's an RV technician. He travels around and he does like a mobile RV business.
oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, very cool. Very cool. So is he the only musically inclined one in the family besides you and your brother? Mother, sisters? You got any other siblings?
Yeah, I've got a bunch of brothers and sisters, but I think it's just my brother and my dad and I that have really taken on the music thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Were you ever made to practice?
No, not at all.
You were
No.
like but you didn't have to be prompted to like practice. You were like
No.
ready to go.
Yeah,
Really?
I always just enjoyed doing it for the heck of it, for the
Really?
sake of it. Yeah.
Wow. That's very cool. Very cool. Well, do you mind maybe playing a couple for us?
Sure thing.
Do you want to? I've got a few loaded up here. Do you want to play? You want me to play one, and then you can play a live one?
Sure, sounds good. These are some recordings I gave you from my EP I recorded back in 2016. It's
Right.
called Feeling Shape EP.
Right.
My brother and I recorded it in his bedroom, and I played all the instruments on the EP.
Okay. All right. How about I Hook?
Let's do We Didn't Make It first. If that's
Didn't
all right.
make it? Okay.
Sure.
Here we go. You want to tell them what this is about?
This is one of my sweeter songs. It happened like in the midst of a breakup, so it's kind of that double meaning. We didn't make it, like we didn't create the love. It's always been there, but also we didn't make it because it's like ending. So you can look at it either way, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, here we go. Joe Stack right here on Barside Jive Live.
Honey, don't be afraid. All this money that we made's gonna go right down the drain forever. Kissing is sweet and free, and our love runs so deeply they did China if they ever tried to steal it. We didn't make it. It was
All right, Joe. Great song.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah, yeah. So you want to play one live now?
Sure. This one I'm going to do is called Third Story Mouse. I was living in Denton off of Fry Street on this third story apartment complex, and I kind of wanted to just evoke the feeling of just being in like this cold winter night in this tiny little apartment and just sort of thinking about stuff. So yeah, this is Third Story Mouse.
Okay.
The mouse that lives under my stove is thinking I've got my place, safe from giants with arms too large to reach and kill me. Crumbs fall from heaven and I feel fine. And the man that sleeps on the steps of a church is done regretting. His old man said long ago, there waits for you a kingdom when it's time to take you. You'll be reimbursed your suffering. And I've got a taste of a love so sweet, so effortlessly pleased. I've never seen such a genuine thing as the trust in her eyes. And we all stop existing when she dies. Yeah, we all cease to exist when she...
Wow. Great job.
Thank you.
Joe. Yeah. So you've written a lot of those songs.
Yeah. I like being a sweet boy.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I've got some angry songs too, but I don't know if I'm gonna do any of those today.
Oh, okay.
I'm too happy.
Oh, yeah. What makes you happy, Joe?
Oh man, I love wintertime so much. I love the holidays. I love Christmas.
Right. Right.
Yeah, and I'm happy to be out here doing stuff for music. It's just this is all just it's kind of surreal for me. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, what else you got going on besides music? You got a regular job or what?
I'm working for this catering company right now,
Okay.
Trinity Event Staffing. Yeah, so for a while I was working as a screen printer for this place called Custom Ink over in Flower Mound, and that was a great job. All the people are great and everything there, but I kind of wanted a job where I could sort of create my own schedule a little more, and like I wouldn't be here right now if I was still at Custom Ink, but
Oh, okay.
yeah, but I'm sure I'll go say what's up to them again at some point, but
Right.
yeah.
Right. So you're in Denton. So thought about taking any classes up at UNT?
I've gotten really close to signing up for NCTC.
Yeah.
I just never really followed through with it. I think I might get into. My mom keeps trying to get me to get into cybersecurity.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what that means, but but it sounds like it could be fun.
Yeah. So you're really into computers?
Oh no, not at all.
no?
I'm sure I could get that way though.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I just would have expected you to like know your way around pretty well with a computer.
No, not really. I mean, I know my way around some like recording interfaces, like Pro Tools and stuff like that.
Right.
But yeah, I was just never really too tech savvy. I don't
Really?
even know how to really work a pedal board on the guitar. I'm better on the acoustic.
Wow.
Yeah.
What about gaming? Did you ever do any gaming?
Oh yeah, I do love video games.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm playing about 5 Zelda games at once right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Now, are you playing on the computer?
I've got a Nintendo Switch. That's
Okay.
that new one where you can just like take it
Yeah.
anywhere and then plug it
Yeah.
back into the TV. That's
Yeah.
really cool. And then
Yeah.
I've got a Nintendo 3DS. So
Oh.
yeah, I got real into Nintendo in the past couple of years. I think it has something to do with me starting to feel a little bit older. You know.
Right. Yeah, gosh, I remember playing Nintendo when I was a lot younger, and then I got into Halo.
Oh yeah.
And God, me and my kids, you know, we went through several Halo systems. Not Halo, but Nintendo
Old Xbox.
Xbox.
Yeah. Mhm.
Systems. Yeah, and Halo was the game though. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, I've had many nights with friends at like maybe like 12 or 13-year-olds. We'd just be sitting there and we'd drink each a 12 case of sodas throughout the night, and we'd get sugar high.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you play Halo?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. Yeah. I guess they still make it, right?
Yeah, I think they're about to come out with a 5th one or something.
Really?
Yeah, I don't follow it enough, but
Yeah, I don't either. I know we played it for very many years, and yeah, but we used to have such a great time. Great time playing it. Yeah. So, do you get to perform a lot?
yeah, I do. I do Dusty's over in Denton a lot.
Okay.
I'm actually playing there this Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've also been doing Backyard on Bell. I did a lot before they just closed down really recently, but that was one of the main places I was doing, and I've done Andy's recently as well. My band is called Suburban Wildlife.
Okay.
I'm not the primary songwriter in that one, but I throw a couple of mine in every now and then.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So you really enjoy performing
Oh yeah, I love it.
as much as writing?
I definitely like writing more just because I can sort of do it anywhere. I like to take walks a lot, and again with the phone thing, I can just pull it out and start writing poetry, and then once I get back home to the guitar, just make it all happen. It's all a fun process for me.
Right.
Yeah,
I guess you were pretty good in English in school, weren't you?
that was my best
Subject?
subject. Yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't math?
Oh no, I was.
No.
I'm not the strongest in math.
Yeah, well, hey, neither was I. Neither was I. So, what's the funniest thing that's happened to you since you've been performing at a show? Anything crazy at a gig?
Yeah. Yeah. I got this one story about me and a friend of mine were we were performing as a duo over at Rubber Gloves. It must have been like 2013 or so. Mm-hmm. And I didn't see the sign that was on the inside of the door coming in that said no covers. So just like spur of the moment thing, I kind of
No covers.
yeah, I went into playing this Bob Marley song, "Is This Love?" That was one that we covered a lot, and and they kicked us right out of there. It was
Did
done.
they?
Yeah.
Did they really?
Nothing against them or anything. It's the rules, but you know.
One song?
Yeah.
How did they do it? How'd they handle it?
Once the song was over, they just said no covers, get off. So,
Really?
yeah, it was interesting to go through for sure.
So you couldn't make up for it and say, "Well, hey, we'll just do the rest originals."
Yeah, that was the only cover that we ever even really did. But yeah,
Really?
but it's all right.
You got ejected for that? Mm-hmm. Wow. Take a picture of the sign on the way out.
Nah.
Oh man! So have you been there since?
I went there last night actually, and they do karaoke.
Oh.
So yeah, it had been closed down for a while, and they reopened it. I don't know if it's new management or anything
Probably
like that.
so. If they closed down, I
Yeah.
would think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So is that sign still there?
Not that I saw. They didn't have like the showroom open last night.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know if they've started shelling out to ASCAP or not. But yeah.
No covers. That's funny. That's funny. Oh man. So, you know what? Let's just play another one.
Sure.
Do you want to do live? Or you want me to do one?
Let's do another recording. Let's do iHook.
Okay, here we go. This is I Hook by my friend Joe Stack here on Barside Jive Live. No covers. That ought to be the title of an album.
Yeah.
She wasn't lying. She said that she would lay down her hands, might close her eyes. Foolish smile, and my angel rose upon its own. Voice just out of earshot, I will be home soon. I have been trying to cast out a line, hook someone's eye, waste someone's time. Wake up headless in a smoky room. I gotta go. Say more hellos. I don't really
Oh, okay, cool, very cool. Hey, guys, we are back with Joe Stack. Man, that rhymed, doesn't it?
It
I
sure
love
does.
it when shit rhymes. Back
best.
with Joe Stack here on Barside Jive Live, and Joe, we were just chatting while you guys were listening to his music. But I was going to ask you, Joe, what do you feel like is the best song that you've ever written?
Well, one of my favorite ones is this one I'm going to do next. It's called "We Didn't." No, it's called "I Didn't Want Help." It's the one I was talking about earlier about the it's sort of the story of the night of what goes into cleaning my apartment.
Oh
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So you going to play it now?
Sure.
All right. Here he is again, live, Barside Jive, live, Joe Stack.
The boss man let me off early because the work was low. I figured I'd use my new time to finally clean my home. I'd like to get exotic pets, so my house needs to stay sharp. I gotta get my life together, where I wake up is a start. And on the long drive home, I had to keep this feeling going, and a podcast won't help this. So I put on a few overwhelmingly beautiful tunes by Jeffrey Lewis. All his overarching poetry on life to simple progressions made me not want to die. And I couldn't help but cry tears with a spectrum from terror to peace inside. So I pulled in at the driveway, fresh from the highway, no cars at my house. Yeah! But a friend from out of town, I figured had left by now, was laid out on my couch. And I shouldn't be so asocial, shouldn't be so cold, but I walked right by in my earphones. I had to get busy and I didn't want help. I'm not in a talking mood, so I started on the back bedroom. A structural afterthought where we keep the lizard cage surrounded by boxes and piles of clothing. Puddles on the floor from the puppy not house trained. I got that room looking tidy. I forgot there was a bed here. With a head full of fears of artistic obscurity, Jeffrey Lewis singing in his song so relatably got me spewing out rhymes, cleaning manically the bathrooms next, and then I'll scribble them illegibly. Put it to a tune on a guitar so clumsily, and no one's ever gonna hear it except Kiki. Jeff Lewis got all his songs to me, and I've never even seen him. So I slipped out the door, not saying anything, drove 2 blocks away, parked and started writing. Yeah, that song is dedicated to one of my favorite songwriters, Jeffrey Lewis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. Well, Joe, if you could date any musician of your choice, who would she be?
Oh shoot, I don't know her name, but the
I mean, it can be a he too, but I just chose she.
the lady from Portishead.
Really?
Maybe she might be quite a bit older than me, but
Maybe.
we can make it work.
That's nothing wrong with an older woman, right?
Yeah.
Train you up in the way you should go. There you go. Why her?
Oh man, just that voice, and I mean, I dig her songwriting. I mean, that's no barometer for how good the person is, as we all know. But
Right.
yeah,
Right. Well, you just like her to sing to you.
oh yeah.
Yeah. Right. Well, what musician has influenced you most, Joe?
Man, there's always there's Bob Dylan, there's Isaac Brock from Modest Mouse was a big influence. I always loved Jeff Mangum from Nutri-Milk Hotel,
Yeah.
and yeah, I've always been sort of into that's why I'm doing the Outside album, because it's not going to sound great, but I'm actually pretty into that sort of homemade Daniel Johnston-esque type
Right.
stuff. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I like stuff
I
like
dig the
raw.
lo-fi.
Yeah, I love raw stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got some character to it. Yeah.
Yeah. You have to be sure when you get that done to come back on the show. I want to play it.
All right, we'll do.
That will be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about it, play it. Maybe you'll have some photographs of some of the locations.
Yeah, I've been documenting it. All the ones I recorded in the summer are going to have a lot of cicada noise, but I dig it.
Yeah.
Sometimes they swell up and come down with the song. It's pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait. That's going to be a really fun project. Man, I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah, it'll be called "It's Quiet Outside."
Yeah, okay. Awesome. Well, I can't wait, Joe, for you to finish that, and you have to make sure you come back
Will do.
when you get it done. So tell me a little bit. Do you got anything on the schedule you want to talk about?
I don't have any.
Anything coming up soon?
I have a show on Saturday at Dusty's. So if any of y'all are in Denton, just go over to Dusty's right off the square. We got a song swap going on, which is we'll have 3 songwriters up on stage with their guitars,
Okay.
and you just take turns playing songs,
Right.
and yeah, the other ones can jam along with it if they like.
Okay,
And
cool.
yeah, those are always really fun.
Very cool. Very good. You know who's playing with you?
I actually have to look into it.
Okay.
It just got booked yesterday. Yeah.
Okay, good. So you're up in Denton. You can go hear Joe Stack on Saturday.
That's right.
Yeah, and what about contact? I mean, where can people reach out to you if they want to book you, or if they just want to follow you, find your music? What's the best thing for them to do?
Yeah, you can look up Joe Stack on Facebook. I've got a music page on there. Instagram, it's called Joe Stack Music, and I've got a couple of EPs up on Bandcamp already. Some of the songs from that we're playing are from that.
Right.
And yeah, I've got a Reverb Nation as well. You just find Joe Stack on there. Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. Well, Joe, it's been a pleasure having you on the show, and I look forward to you coming back, and much success and with your album and everything else that you do, brother.
I appreciate it. This has been a treat.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, don't go away because we got one more coming at you from Joe Stack here towards the end of the show. But I got to talk about my featured cigar, and this segment is sponsored by Old Grapevine Cigar and Tobacco Shop in historic downtown Grapevine, Texas, which right now is turned into the Christmas capital of America, I think. That place has got more freaking Christmas lights. I wonder what the city of Grapevine's electric bill is. That's just what I want to know. If you know what the city of Grapevine's electric bill is during the month of November, December, let us know because we're curious. But today I am featuring a Arturo Fuente Corona Imperial shade-grown cigar. If you can say all that fast 3 times fast, it's a T-shirt. Arturo Fuente is one of the most popular brands of cigars in the world for a good reason. Master cigar makers Carlos Fuente Sr. and Carlos Fuente Jr. craft impeccable cigars of the best quality from their Dominican factory. Their traditional Gran Reserva blend, which I talked about last week, is mild to medium-bodied with a nutty core and delicate spice. It is one of the most consistent handmade cigars in the world. Just one of the reasons they are so often out of stock. No kidding. Today I'm featuring the smooth and creamy Connecticut shade wrapper. It's shade grown. And if you're wondering what a shade grown is, it simply means that the wrapper leaves have been grown under a tent, also known as tapado. The filtered sunlight creates a thinner, more elastic leaf. The practice of growing under shade originated in the Connecticut River Valley in 1900. The original tents were made of cheesecloth, but today, nylon is the preferred material. So guys, go see Kenny, Denna, or Tom at Old Grapevine Cigar and Tobacco Shop in historic downtown Grapevine, Texas for a Arturo Fuente Corona Imperial Shade Grown or a cigar of your choice, or let them make a recommendation for you. If you mention Barside Jive, you receive 10% off your purchase. Hey guys, it is time once again for the Barside Jive Live Weekly Concert Calendar. This calendar is sponsored by Sloan & Williams Winery and Outlaw Cider Company, home to some of the very best wine, cider, and live music in North Texas. Now on Friday, December 13th, Daryl Perry will be at the Grapevine Tasting Room from 7:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. Miranda Kennedy will be at the Louisville Tasting Room from 7:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. Now don't forget, every Friday afternoon, Barside Jive is live from Outlaw Cider Company, located at 112 East Texas Street in historic downtown Grapevine, Texas, where we talk cider and music from 4:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. And on Saturday, December 14th, the Grapevine Tasting Room will be closed for a private event. But go over and hear Milepost 595 because they'll be at the Louisville Tasting Room from 7:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. Now don't forget our Texas Tuesdays in Grapevine and our Texas Thursdays in Louisville. Singer-songwriter Bradley Banning will play from 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. every Tuesday in Grapevine, and from 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. every Thursday in Louisville. Sloan & Williams Grapevine Tasting Room is located at 401 South Main Street in historic downtown Grapevine, Texas. Outlaw Cider Company is located at 112 East Texas Street, right around the corner from Sloan & Williams Tasting Room in historic downtown Grapevine, Texas. And visit Sloan & Williams' new tasting room in Old Town Louisville at 136 West Main Street. Now that's a wrap for this week's Barside Jive Live concert calendar, sponsored by Sloan & Williams Winery and Outlaw Cider Company. I am DC, and thanks for watching Barside Jive Live. Besides my Tuesday and Thursday shows here at the Vocal Studios, don't forget my show in Dallas, in the Dallas Design District, just a few blocks from the new Virgin Hotel, on Wednesdays from 7 to 8 p.m. 1523 Dragon Street is the address. I feature singers, songwriters, and visual artists. And then my new show every Friday at 4 p.m. Actually, it's 4:30 p.m. now at Outlaw Cider Company, located at 112 East Texas Street in historic downtown Grapevine, Texas, from 4:30 to 5:30, where I feature musicians of all sorts. They're all singer-songwriters, though, best of the best. So come check us out. Outlaw Cider every Friday, 4:30. Be sure to check out my YouTube channel, youtube.com, Barside Jive Live, where I archive all of my content. Remember that Vocal Now is home to the
on Vocal.
Zulu, little ahead of me there, as well as Barside Jive. So download the Vocal Now app from your app store. And remember, Vocal is misspelled. It's spelled with a K. Vocal Now app from your app store, guys. If you create music or some other form of art, or would like to be featured on one of my shows, or maybe you want to sponsor or advertise on a show, or maybe you just have an idea, you can shoot me an email, dc@barsidejive.com. My show today has also been brought to you by Hip and Hippie. Hip and Hippie is a planet-loving company known for its high-quality, earth-friendly, 100% recyclable candle line and natural body care products. It's no wonder eco-supporting people love Hip and Hippie, hipandhippie.com. Thanks to Jay and Jimmy, our production team.
You're welcome.
You doing okay in there, Jay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, keeping us on track, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Oh,
trying to keep you in tip-top shape.
In check. Keep me in check. Just don't trigger that fire alarm. All right, guys, so we are out of here. Thanks again for hanging out with us this evening. We do appreciate your support of what we're doing here and hope that you'll share us with your friends and your followers. And until next time, be kind to each other, keep it real, and keep on rocking. Here he is, Joe Stack, right here on Barside Jive Live with one more.
Between spells of deja vu, I've got my eyes on you. If you pass behind my back, make sure I don't turn around and hurt you. I like your orange hair, I like not knowing much about you. Morning crawls into my room, I'm not hung up on you. Make a joke and walk away, I've got my eyes on you while I can. While you're not looking at me, you're shaped like everything I'm feeling. spells of deja vu. I've got my eyes on you, fascinated till it's through. I don't want a reason not to love you. I like pretending to be the same type of deal to you.
That's it.
That's BarsideJiveLive.com.